Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Embrace the Opposite. My name is Andrew. Before we get into the topic today, guys, I want to thank you for the likes and the subscribes to the channel. And I also want to ask you to continue to do that. How about this, guys? So the topic today is, how do you buy? What is the methodology? What happens in your brain? What are you thinking about when you make your purchases? So the reason that this is a concept in Embrace the Opposite for me personally is because my wife and myself have two different ways of making purchases, and it has literally driven me crazy to try to embrace the opposite of the way that she handles things. So I'll just kind of go through that for you guys so you can better understand. I'm the type of person that will go into a Walmart, for example, go into a Target and come out with anywhere from $50 to $150 worth of items that I really don't need. I more so would just appreciate or think that I need. I am very much a kind of spur of the moment shopper, to where if I see something and I think I like it, I'm going to buy it. Or what I do is I rationalize in my mind the reason for it. So oh, that new mechanical toothbrush, or that electronic toothbrush, I need that because, well, my other one, it just keeps on, I just keep buying them and they get worse, and I need to buy another one, so this would actually save me money, right? Which, in essence, that might be true. But this is where the opposite way comes into the picture. So what my wife does, and this is why it's so frustrating sometimes to me, is that she will conceive an idea or conceive a concept for a purchase, and she will sit at home and she will look on the computer, look on the internet for anywhere from 3 days to a week and a half to develop the idea of if she should make the purchase, and then maybe a little bit more time she'll look at the varying models that are out there for this toothbrush. Which ones can she get the most value for her dollar for? Which ones have the best warranty? Which ones last the longest, has the best battery? All these different things she's going to look at. Which one has the best bristles? So what happens is, when we find a need or find a necessity, I am ready to buy right away, where she likes to research and think about that purchase. And this is a great example of embracing the opposite in your marriage or in your life with your life partner. It doesn't seem like a big thing, but I think what happens over the course of a relationship is, if one person is unable to embrace the opposite with this particular idea, you're going to have a split. So you're already on different platforms, right? You're already at different ends of the spectrum. But what's going to happen is, when it comes to your purchases, you're going to continue to go further and further apart. And what happens is, I think over the course of time, is one person doesn't see that the other person is really putting in the effort. And when that happens, you kind of just go your own separate ways, and the split continues to occur. I think what we need to do, and what would really encourage our partners, is if we can make an attempt to embrace the opposite. Now, when in my particular marriage, we are still not succinct on this topic. I still like to go into stores and buy things randomly, and my wife still likes to think about the purchases, and this would be something small or something big. Buying clothes, my wife hesitates on buying clothes because she wants to make sure she's getting the most for her dollar, whereas I just like to go in, if something fits me right, I just like to pick it up and buy it. So what we're doing is, we're trying to do our best to understand the other person's perspective and to relinquish that at certain times. So when it comes to certain purchases over a dollar amount, I kind of agree to take my time with that and to study the market, study if this particular toothbrush, for example, is going to do what I need it to do over the long term. It's a lot of research involved in that. It's a lot of and it's waiting to buy that item. And in some cases where we've been shopping together and I pick up something and I throw it into the cart, my wife will say, you know what, let's go ahead and get it. You know, we need it, or we will need it. I haven't vetted the process to know if that's the best one yet, but I'm willing to kind of relinquish that. These are ways that we can not only embrace the opposite, but doing that, it shows the other person, shows your partner that you're making an attempt to be on their wavelength. And in that, it kind of helps merge the two ideas together. In 10 or 15 years, I truly believe that if my wife and I continue to do this, we're going to find closer and closer ways of purchasing rather than having more and more different ways of purchasing. So guys, that's what I wanted to share today. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to embrace the opposite in your closest relationships. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll holler at you guys next time. Peace.